Yes.
The whistle goes to get this semi-final underway.
Both teams will be hoping for a bright start to the match.
Slides a neat ball through.
Oh, a marvellous through pass.
That one is intercepted. That is sloppy play. A poor attempt at a pass. Dealt with that threat well.
Mako.
Wins possession to stop the attack. Keep possession. Made no attempt to play the ball. Don't give it away there. Offside flag raised by the referee's assistant. I think that was a pretty good decision too.
Opportunity on the right then from the through ball.
Sturdy defence here. They've done everything possible to keep the ball out of the box. 30 minutes into the first half. Jaric. Sturdy defence here. Plays it over to the other side. Park Chu-young. The ball goes out of play in a good position.
We're waiting for the first goal, and a good cross here could set one up.
Wins a free kick in a promising position. What will they do here?
They could score the opener with this free kick.
Can they keep defending like that? The defence has done well so far. Well maintained there. Heitinga has sight of goal here. The first half is over and the teams head off for the dressing rooms. The managers have had plenty to mull over before giving their half-time team talks. The game is still goalless, Trevor.
Well, they've just cancelled each other out so far. Let's hope that changes in the second half.
So neither team making the break, it's 0-0.
The second half then gets underway. Let's hope for another 45 minutes of entertaining football here. They've switched sides for the second half.
And the ball ends up in the keeper's gloves.
Ordaz. And he's found some space here. No, the finish wasn't there, and it's wide of the right post.
Well, it exposed a hole in the defence. He'll be sorry he didn't score.
Can he test the keeper? Stopped him well there. Ordaz. This looks dangerous.
That was a poor pass.
Win possession here. Ordaz. Mako.
Chance to deliver it in.
Solid defence in the box. Gets it. Shooting chance here.
Oh, maybe the pressure's got to him. It's well over the bar. I think he may have taken his eye off the ball then. It's vital a striker stays focused in those situations.
Mako. Nice through ball. Inside the box now. And it's in the net. Goal! They finally opened the scoring. Finally, they have hit the opener. Well, it took a while, but eventually it came. Will we get any more? I hope so.
The defenders just couldn't get close enough to him, could they?
Well, the movement and the anticipation. They haven't looked in much trouble, have they really, Trevor? But now they've gone behind. They'll be so disappointed with the goal, won't they?
Yes, they will. So now they need to focus all their energy on grabbing the equaliser.
Can he create something? The shot! No! Just gone wide of the left post.
Maybe he wasn't hungry enough for the goal there.
Heitinga. Ordaz. Arrives in the box. And the opportunity comes to nothing.
Well, there were other options, but he decided to go it alone. I think a bad decision, perhaps.
Only 5 minutes remaining. Flag up, caught offside. He was just slightly ahead of the play there. And he's going for it. Well, he may have lost concentration. That was off target.
I think the line of defence was really exposed there. They've got to watch their man better in those situations.
There's the whistle. It's always harder to win away from home, but they've done it. The first half was a bit disappointing, but the game... Fans are providing a noisy and colourful backdrop for this great occasion. It will be interesting to see how they start the match. Park Chu-young. It's clear.
Sablé.
Muhammadu Dabo.
Dönitz. Kallenberg.
Diatta.
Piqueon. And suddenly the defence is on the back foot.
Look, flag was up. Just offside then, he strayed off the last man. And the referee's assistant was pretty alert then. 15 minutes gone. Dodo. It's knocked back to the keeper. Just caught offside there. He got him around the back, but the assistant referee had his flag up. Giersen. Jaric. Ruskin. Gomi. Feinduno. Called offside. Absolutely no question about it. That was the right decision. Good defence there, breaking up the attacking flow.
We're waiting for the first goal, and a good cross here could set one up. Dennis.
In the right place at the right time. Kallenberg.
A perfect ball. Well, the keeper couldn't catch it, but punched it to safety and out for a corner now.
To the target in the middle. Well read and intercepted. Jaric. Park Chu-young. Dodo. A lovely ball through.
The attack breaks down as it's put out for a corner. Good defending.
Can they make it? They've done everything possible to keep the ball out of the box. Can surely put it away. The defence has done well so far. The referee blows his whistle and it's the end of the first half here. Let's see if the manager's advice can affect the players in any way. Hopefully in the right way.
No one likes a goalless game, do they, Trevor?
Of course not. That's not why we love watching football. I think we'll see some more attacking play in the second half as the teams try to push forward.
So neither team making the break, it's 0-0.
That's the second half underway. I wonder how the next 45 minutes will compare to the first. They've switched sides for the second half. Win possession, the attack came to nothing. Mako. He has to do better than that.
Sablé.
Kallenberg. Nowhere near the ball, foul given. Finds himself in the area. Tries his luck. What about this? Ordaz. 15 minutes of the second half gone. Down the line. Is there room for a shot? A long-range effort.
Not a bad effort there, but not accurate enough to be threatening.
Well, it was a really dangerous situation there. They'd be sorry not to have hit the target.
Park Chu-young. How about this? Solid defence in the box.
Piqueon.
Kallenberg.
Well, this looks threatening.
Keeper's there. He's made the right move and picks it up.
Mako. And they still have possession here. Mouhamadou Dabo. Kallenberg. Dennis. Here comes the shot.
Rather than wait on his line, the goalkeeper decided to come out and pick it up.
Neither side managing the goal so far. And we are approaching the final whistle. Mouhamadou Dabo. Feinduno. Sablé. Kallenberg.
Good individual effort, but he needs to pass it now.
A huge roar from the crowd as the referee blows the final whistle. A draw played out here. No one could come up with the all-important strike. It was their finishing that let them down in the end.
And so we leave tonight's broadcast. Many thanks to Trevor.
You're welcome, Peter. What an even...
Match kicks off. Let's hope it's a cracker. It will be interesting to see how they start the match. He's carried the ball forward. To the man in space. The aid side. Slides a great ball through.
A good ball in might give us the opening goal.
Gets his head to it. Only inches away, but it's gone into the side of the goal.
Trevor, this game has started at quite a pace.
Yes, they have. It will be hard to keep it going like this for the rest of the game, Peter.
Possession gained there.
No, it's been snuffed out.
David. Thomas. Won the ball well. Possession lost there. They're just not clicking with each other. David. Great opportunity to swing it over from the left there. Hits it! Another chance! Beyond the last defender. The linesman had his flag up then for offside. Showed his quality in defence there with that interception. Worked really hard to get the ball back there. Wonderfully won there. Ordaz. No, it's been intercepted.
That was an awful pass.
Liaison. Down the right.
They're in possession down the right flank.
Well worked to win the ball. It'll soon be half-time, and neither side really looks like scoring here before the break. Straight through the defence. It's the end of the first half, and the players head off to the dressing rooms here. The managers with plenty to say, I would think.
So, Trevor, what did you think of the first half?
Well, I'd say it's been a terrific game so far. Very exciting. Enjoyable stuff.
Neither side conceding a goal then. It's 0-0.
Second 45 minutes of football kicks off, and how will this one pan out? Which team can break the deadlock? Gamera. João Alves. João Moutinho. João Alves. They give away possession. João Alves. João Moutinho. Flag was up, just caught offside there. Good call though by the assistant referee.
The break is on.
Now he's got a chance to whip it across from the left.
Well, it was quick thinking from the defender to block the cross. Corner kick.
Who's waiting in the middle? Struck it from distance. It's an amazing goal. That's their first of the match.
He tucked it away superbly into the right-hand corner. For so long, the game had 0-0 written all over it. That goal has brought it to life, but not a moment too soon.
A goal like that will always give your team a huge boost.
They've taken the lead. How do you see the game developing from here on then, Trevor?
Well, from the fans' point of view, the goal's great news. Their opponents can no longer sit back, content with things as they stand.
Strength. Win possession here. Got the all-important touch. Launches it high.
Carini.
He's on the rampage. Nowhere near the ball. Foul given. Nicely found. Booted to safety. Mako. Brought an end to the attack. João Alves.
And the keeper decides to come off his line for the ball.
Strength. Only one goal separating the two teams with just 5 minutes to go on the clock. Bueno. assistant referee had his flag up, not too happy there about the decision. But it is a free kick. Bielsa. Carlos Martins. Nice footwork. There's the whistle. They've done it. A wonderful victory here for their fans and the manager, all of them ecstatic with the way that the team have played today.
That's it for tonight's match, so it just remains for me, Peter Brackley, to thank Trevor Brooking beside me.
You're welcome, Peter. What an evening of football it's been.
And we hope to see you for the next broadcast. Goodbye.
We kick off, and let's hope it's a cracker of a match. Who has the most desire to win this one? We shall see. Deliberate foul.
That was a superb interception.
Doesn't manage to get that one through. Dodo. Neat ball through the middle. The throw-in given away in a dangerous position. Decent cross there. Here's a chance. It's clear. Dodo. Here's Scholl. Salihamidzic.
Borgelin. Santa Cruz.
Penalised for that challenge.
He's not pushing forward with it.
The left back really needs to stay sharper.
Can he pick out a teammate? That's wide. Couldn't get the accuracy then.
Well, at least they've had an attempt on goal. Let's hope we see some more of that.
Drenth. He continues his run down the left.
This has potential.
And Salihamidzic. In trouble here. Ball stolen and a real chance. All free kick awarded in a very promising position here. There are a few options available here. Angled in towards goal. It's over. Too high.
You know, I think he just summed up his chances and thought, well, let's have a go.
Scholl. A poor attempt at a pass. Carries the ball through the middle. Looking for support now. Danger now, down on the left-hand side. Here's another cross. Into the gloves of the keeper. Here's Salihamidzic. Stopped him illegally, free kick. He could be in trouble here. Ref has a word with him, but it's only a warning. I think he needs to be careful though with his tackling from now on. Van der Meijden. Here's Scholl. Straight offside then. Free kick given to the opposition. It's the end of the first half and the players head off to the dressing rooms here. The managers with plenty to say, I would think. Talk us through that half, Trevor.
Well, the fans are looking a bit frustrated, Peter. Their team are playing well, but can't take advantage in front of goal. I can hear the manager's words right now. Put the ball in the back of the net.
No goals then, it's 0-0 and everything to play for in the second 45 minutes. They start the second half. Will the manager's half-time talk have the desired effect? Let's see which team can take control in the second half. Here's the opportunity for a ball in to open the score. They'll have a chance from this corner. It's given a bit of height. They're defending well, very well indeed. Well read. That pass didn't make it. He goes on himself. Nice stretching of the play, pushing forward. All one here. They're breaking quickly here.
Chance to deliver it in.
Can he get a decent cross in? The cross takes a deflection off the defender, so corner is given. Lofted it in. He heads it. The fans will be disappointed there. Park Chu-young. Careless pass there. Here's Lucio. London. And Lucio. Here's Hargreaves. And Scholl. Here's Salihamidzic. Scholl. Van der Meijden. Just the keeper to beat. And he's gone for it. We're almost in the final quarter of an hour. And the ball's out of play. Mako. And Hargreaves. Scholl. Now he's got a chance to whip it across from the left.
Heitinga. Lieberman. Would an attack down the left side be worth it? Dealt with the threat well. And Hargreaves. All given away. Drenthe. Brought an end to the attack. And Hargreaves. They win possession. He's still on the run. Had the ball now. The referee ends the game here. Nothing could separate these sides in the end, but the manager won't be too concerned. They have gained a lot from the game itself. We've had a disappointing goalless draw, Trevor.
Well, in truth, both sides' performance was fairly poor. They're both going to have to...
are off here, and hopefully we'll see a game full of pace, goals and competitive football. Both teams will be hoping for a bright start to the match. Attack came to nothing. Offside flag raised. He was just in an offside position then, so free kick to the opposition. Slid into space on the flank. Possession maintained, chance here. Threads it through the defence. Boom, header on goal!
Oh, maybe the pressure's got to him. He's well over the bar.
Ordaz. And he finds his man in space on the left.
Well, the cross wasn't bad, but some quick reactions from the defender sent it out for a corner.
They look unbeatable. Impressive defending. Can he shoot? Cleared away. Signorino. Spreading the play well. Bukhari. Ball won here. Ordaz. Here's Wilhelmsen. Speed. Looking for support now. 30 minutes into the first half. Ball given away. Slides a neat ball through. What's a finish! There's the opener. And he puts it away with his right. Well, that goal has disappointed a very large number of fans here today.
The defenders just couldn't get close.
Can they come back from here? Jaric. The assistant referee had his flag up, not too happy there about the decision, but it is a free kick. Pass cut out, sudden chance here. Fires it in from quite a distance. And only just missed by a lick of paint. So an equaliser then would have changed the game, Trevor.
Absolutely, pulling it level is what they want, but they just need that little bit of quality in front of goal to do it.
A decent delivery here might set up another goal-scoring opportunity. They're in a good position down the left. The goalkeeper had his eye on that and saw it was wide of the right post.
Not a bad attempt, but it just didn't have the quality.
Ruskin.
Oh, a marvellous through pass.
There's the shot. There's the whistle for the end of the first half. And both managers with plenty to mull over here in preparing their half-time team talks. So a bit of an uphill struggle for them after the break, Trevor. Your thoughts?
You know, Peter, I've been watching them closely, and I reckon all it needs is a defensive error or a little bit of magic up front, and they can take this game, no problem.
So as the managers talk to their players in the break, the score stands at 1-0. The second half underway. Will the players respond to their respective managers' half-time team talks? They've switched sides for the second half. He's well beaten to the ball there. Signorino. Good interception here. Still in possession here. Speed. Signorino. They're keeping it tight here. Bukhari. A chance to counter-attack here. Opportunity here.
Good running off the ball here. A chance to whip it in.
Bukhari. Dealt with the threat well. Park Chu-young. Odas. The defender was quick to see this one. He's off on the long run. Slid into space on the flank. The referee has given a corner kick. They'll battle for this in the middle. Looking around for support. Almost 75 minutes have gone. Ruskin. Odas.
Well, the through ball's not good enough. Danger's gone.
Mako. To the man in space. And he smacks one. And it's in the net! Goal! That's the equaliser. Fabulous strike down the middle. They've got back on level terms, Trevor.
Yes, but I can't see that being the end of the action. Either side wants a draw, and I think we'll see them both go all out for the win.
He chooses to go down the right.
The keeper found a way out of trouble there.
The scores are level, and all that remains on the clock is 5 minutes. Can anyone get the game winner here? Get the ball back. Odas. Whistle goes, and the assistant referee has his flag up. Time has run just a little too early there. Mamadou Diallo. The referee ends the game here. A draw played out here. No one could come up with the all-important strike. It was their finishing, but let them down in the end. And that's the end of this afternoon's broadcast, so all that remains for me to do is to thank Trevor Brooking for joining us.
Anytime, Peter.
And we'll see you next time. Goodbye.